We finally know why the Honkai Star Rail social accounts remembered they existed a few days ago. We're getting a new beta and a new trailer. On top of everything we'll cover, I'm happy to see a female main character after all, and I hope the trailers will be balanced between both versions going forward, unlike Genshin's abundance of ether.
When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
As soon as the trailer starts, we see the Trailblazer grab a fiery lance. They used a bat in the first close beta as a physical attacker, and we see them using the lance later, so this tells us that not only will they have multiple movesets like Genshin's Traveler, they'll also use different weapons, and maybe even elements too. There's a lot they can do with this. And speaking of Genshin, I hope all of Star Rail's trailers are like this and not whatever the Genshin PR team keeps putting out. Thanks. The other opening shots are the MC, Danheng, and March travelling through Yorolo 6. First the frozen wasteland and then the city which is deserted. Maybe because of what comes next? Cocolia attacks with a giant mech. Not only is this mech bigger than the one her Impact version used, Cocolia herself also has abilities this time around, though for this phase of the fight seems to just be directing the robot. We see a launch bay that is likely where this fight takes place, along with shots of Sele and Bronya, so this is definitely occurring near the end of this arc. The MC is stabbed by an icy lance, presumably Cocolia's from the earlier scene, and falls off the platform. I think this is the same lance she used earlier, which means they're able to turn her own weapon against her somehow. Maybe via their Celeron? More on this later. There's a life lesson in that somewhere.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
We start seeing scenes of the city of Belobog and the characters there. At 43 seconds we see Himiko in some sort of office with Cocolia in the background, presumably some sort of government HQ? Sele. A neat detail is that she's doing a slow version of one of her battle animations, though it remains to be seen if this is just for the trailer or the battle animation has also changed. We see more of Belobog's overworld and then cut to the underworld. I won't spoil the first beta story, but the mining operations here play a big part in the story, and here they are. We see Asta, Arlan, and Herta. These three are associated with a different location on the official site, so they could just be here for trailer purposes. As an aside, in the beta, Asta was the Noelle of the game, someone you got as a reward for trying the gacha for the first time. More shots of the over and underworlds. Natasha, who we see first, is another free character alongside March and Danheng. Some battle scenes. Sele has a new animation here, Clara seems to be using her ultimate, and the animation for it has also changed from the first beta.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
A continuation of the opening shot of the trailer, with the MC claiming Cocolia's lance for themselves, as well as more of the earlier fire. More battle scenes showing the characters in action. We see Silverwolf and Kafka here too, but more on them later. As mentioned before, Cocolia seems to be directing the robot instead of fighting herself for now, and we see it attack the heroes along with the MC still using a baseball bat. If Cocolia is ice related, as the environment seems to suggest, and this game has elemental affinities and weaknesses, maybe switching to a fire type is how the protagonists are able to beat her. A string of ultimates, including our first look at someone who looks like Otto Apocalypse. Unfortunately, this is the one person not listed on the site, so we don't know anything about them. We end with a lance or fire-based ultimate from the MC to further suggest multiple movesets from them.
Time to get up.
This new location is likely the space station mentioned on the site, and we see Alan here to confirm it. The brony look-alike is Silverwolf while the redhead is Kafka. They act like villains, and Kafka seems to be trying to push something into the MC by force, but if we take her words to be literal, is she trying to help us? Either by literally bringing us back to consciousness or telling us to see the bigger picture or something? Her eyes also look strange. While this could just be similar to Genshin's style of giving everyone unique pupils, maybe she's partially or fully blind. And that's the end of the trailer. Silverwolf and Kafka are part of the Stellaron Hunters who seem to be the antagonists of the first beta, but if we take the second interpretation mentioned earlier, maybe they're just misunderstood or working to another end instead. Returning to the wake up scene, the MC already had a Stellaron inside them at the start of the story.
The Stellaron thing in my body.
So are the hunters looking for them? Did Kafka change the existing Stellaron or add another one? And what about her narration? Is there going to be a varying plotline for this game? I guess we'll have to wait to find out. If you're watching this in the first 2 weeks of this video's upload, best of luck with your beta applications too. Thank you for reaching the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Please let me and everyone else know your thoughts in the comments. Also like, share and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you all again for watching, and as always, have a great day.